guys, welcome back to the Smith Family Ranch. Today I'm going to do a garden update. I have not done one yet, and as you can see, my garden is doing pretty well. Also, I'm going to plant sweet potato plants that I got from Lippy at Gemini Homestead. So she just was messaging me on how to do it properly, so we'll see if I can actually do it. I'm sure I can. First thing she said to do is to clip off the ends. And I got these really cool new tool, this really cool tool I got. I have used this to cut off the tip here, and I'm going to cut off on that one as well, just the tip. She said that it needs to be a fresh cut, so right there. And then it needs to be, the roots all need to be covered, so we're gonna get to planting. I got another cool tool here, and I'm gonna use that to push it down to cover the roots. Miss Lippy also said that they need to be between 4 and 6 inches apart, so hopefully I have enough space. This tool is really cool because what I did is I stuck it in between there, the root in between there, and pushed it down, and it took it all the way down. That one has a really small root, so I'm not going to put it down to the 4 inches that she suggested, because 4 inches would probably be more than half of it.
Are they good? Let me spray my garden. Stop. Yeah. I thought you could get his shoes wet.
Stop! Don't step on my plants I just planted.
Spray shoes.
No.
He's planting seeds in his garden.
They're not going to plant because they're not dried.
Stop!
Get that stick and grab it, Isaiah.
I ain't grabbing it.
No, I'm saying like.
Will it bite?
It's a baby.
Check.
I don't know what it is.
That's the thing is a baby's. If it's poisonous, the baby's one is worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they can't control how much poison gets out.
Mmm.
Grab
Go
it.
and kill it.
Found a frog. Well, lizard.
Kill it.
I can't see where.
Jen, come over here. Look.
Come kill. Go kill the snake so it doesn't get bigger.
Some snakes. Oh, it's over here.
Where?
Under here?
Yep.
Where?
I don't see it.
All right, guys, we're gonna go on to the garden update. So I'm gonna start with the corn. Look how tall this corn is. So in this bed, we have the corn that was planted first, and then about 2 to 2.5 weeks later, I planted this. So you can see there's quite a difference in the size of the corn. But let me tell you, this corn is looking way better than the corn last year. And the corn that I did when we lived in the city. I did a little box like this, probably about this size, just this half size, and it maybe got like this tall. So happy with my corn. In this bed, we've got the romaine lettuce, the peas, which we are already eating. Now, when I was a kid, I would walk over to the barn to milk cows, and I would stop at the garden and pick a bunch of peas and eat them. Now, the peas that we had when I was a kid were the bush peas, and I can't seem to find bush peas anywhere, so we'll just go with this. My dad told me what kind they were, and I thought I ordered them, but they're not bush peas. They're not the peas that grow in a bush. Those are the peas that I want. And I keep getting peas that have to be on a vine. They're still good. Although the ones that I remember as a kid, they seemed sweeter. But maybe that's because I was a kid and I just don't remember all the way. Either way, peas are doing great. We're already getting some. We just actually harvested some. Probably not enough to make a meal out of, but we still harvested some. And I do see that they have missed some, so maybe I'll have to go through and pick some more. Now on the other side over here, we have 2 types of carrots. We've got the regular carrots and then purple I think they're cosmic carrots. They're doing pretty well. I can tell that the purple cosmic carrots are growing a lot faster than the other ones, but I'm not sure if that's normal or not. But they're still doing really good, way better than last year. My whole garden is doing 100 times better than last year, and I have to say I believe it is because of a couple things. The raised bed, for one. Our soil here sucks, very much so. It's very sandy. We put lime in it last year. They would grow, but they just wouldn't finish. Like the romaine lettuce here, that's about as big as my romaine lettuce got last year. It didn't get much bigger than that. So, but then of course Hazel came in and ate it, so she had a really good salad. This right here is Isaiah's melons. I think they were dew melons. They're doing okay. Honestly, I'm surprised they're doing this well because, well, they are in a wheelbarrow. And their roots can't grow as deep as they could in a raised bed. But they're not doing bad. That is for sure. I think these are squash possibly. I can't remember. I am horrible. I'd have to go back and look at my video and my notes. And no. Either way, they're very small compared to here. Those are zucchini. I believe these are squash or possibly watermelon. And I was told by Lippy at Gemini Homestead that they grow slower than those do. So she said, don't be worried. So I won't be worried. And yes, I have to cut my arugula. I have not done that yet. It's probably past its prime. It's going to be bitter. But that's one thing I'm learning too, is the best time to cut and harvest. I think I should have paid attention a little bit better when I would garden with my dad when I was a kid. Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for that. It is what it is. So here is the school zucchini, and we already have little baby zucchini on here. A few of them. They're looking good. Over here we have cucumbers, and we also have obviously a sprout. And look, oh my gosh, look at that baby. Look at that baby cucumber. Oh man, we've got a few of them. So I'm pretty impressed that I have cucumbers coming in. Their leaves are kind of yellowish. I have put down some fertilizer for them just a couple days ago, so hopefully that will help them kick it up into gear. Here are the sweet potatoes that I got from Miss Lippy, and then my green beans are doing really good. Now for a while there I was thinking, gosh, they are not getting very big, but then all of a sudden they just sprouted and got big. I haven't checked to see if they had any, well, they have buds, but they don't have any actual green beans on them yet. So soon for sure. All right, so here we have my tomatoes. I didn't start my tomatoes early. So these are all purchased from the local feed store. They're doing very well. I have nipped the bottoms of the vegetables, or I mean the tomato plants, so that the leaves are not touching. I gotta do some weeding. But for the most part, they're not looking bad. I've got some blooms on there. And they're getting taller. I kind of, as they grow, put their leaves inside the things to grow. Right here we have our okra, and I'm not sure why those ones over there grew faster. I put the same fertilizer down at the same time. I even come through here and see this yellow leaf. I just take that off. I could do it on these ones. They'll probably just fall right off because they're dead. Yeah, they didn't take much. So the okra is coming along. I also gave them some fertilizer, and I actually planted a couple cabbage over here, and I did not realize that that was actually coming up, but I do have one right there, and I am surprised it's made it because I planted this sucker very late. I think this is a weed. At first I thought it was an okra plant, but it is not. So bye-bye weed. We'll see if anything comes out of that cabbage, because I know that they are more, they like cold weather, and what is today's date? Oh, today is my sister Franny's birthday. It's May 14th. Happy birthday, Franny. Of course, my dad's garlic is looking really good. It's getting really tall. Okay, we got some of these. These are going to seed. I should have harvested them a long time ago, but I didn't know what they were or what to do with them, so I was like, yep. Here's the peas that I planted at the same time I planted the green beans that didn't come up. I need to weed eat in here. I need to make a trellis like I did with this on those ones. And then, oh my gosh, bell peppers. This is my first year that bell peppers actually look good. Last year when I did my bell pepper plants, I started them inside and then I transplanted them. And they probably didn't get past this height. So this year, they are like twice the size. I mounded them up and gave them some fertilizer. They've already got flowers on them. But these are doing great. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch right there. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with these. They got the flowers already coming up. This is my little herb garden. I actually need to come out here and snip off some of the basil because it is time to harvest those. And some cilantro and dill are doing very good. I think I even planted, I think this is the cinnamon basil. Yeah, it does have a cinnamony smell to it. Oh yeah, wow, that's crazy compared to this. Wow, so cool. We have Hunter's sunflower seeds. Now I do need to come in here and weed. I thought I had planted some wildflowers in here as well, but I guess they didn't come up. So we're gonna have to come in here and do some weeding. But they've gotten really tall. They look really great. All right, so also, I did a back to Eden style type of garden. Basically, there was some wood chips here in a pile. They sat all winter long. And when I started to dig up the area, I noticed that the ground and the soil was darker and it was really good quality. It wasn't sandy. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do an experimental garden, and here it is. Here's the experimental garden. We did a little bit, but still here. I believe these are cute. I can't remember. I took a picture. I'll show you what they are. They're looking really good. Got some plants. And then also I planted loofah. I started those in my seed starting video, and only 4 made it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I did have 6 that were there and there, and all of a sudden they just disappeared. They weren't there anymore. So, okay. But hopefully these make it, because I'm excited about these. I believe they're behind, unfortunately. They've kind of been stuck at this size for a week, it seems. It seems like they're stunted. I'm not sure. But here is the rest of them. So in here, I know we have some cucumbers, some squash, zucchini, watermelon. I think I even have a cantaloupe in here. I've got a bunch of different things, and some of them are doing so good. Some of them are slower, but I guess that all depends on like the speed of a plant's growth, which is normal not. And this one's looking super good. So I bet that's zucchini, because zucchini grows really fast. But I know this is pumpkin, and I know that's squash, butternut squash, and they're doing quite well. So here are the tomatoes that I actually planted or started myself. So they're really behind, but they've really shot up since I've planted them in here. When I first planted them in here, they were only a couple inches tall. So they are probably a good 6 to 8 inches tall now. They're doing really well. I need to get some trellises made for them. I've started, but I'm just thinking that's not going to be strong enough. Thanks so much for coming along on this little garden update. I believe the garden is doing way better than it was or did last year. So thanks so much for sticking around and checking out the garden update. I hope your guys' gardens are going great and fabulous, and it's growing and giving you lots of yield. Happy gardening, guys. Thanks for watching.